The US silver and gold eagle, quintessential coins with an incredible following and demand from not just the US but around the world as well. But recent figures are suggesting that the gold versions are the ones to have. There is this increase in demand for gold right now, and many investors and stackers seem to be falling out of favour with the ridiculously high premiums that are attached to the silvers. So let's have a good close look at these coins and an interesting discussion about what's driving this and where things will be in the future. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here, and a warm welcome to you all joining me for this week's edition of In Focus Friday, the show where we take a good close look at cool things made of silver and gold. Now, we're going to be checking in with the humble, although really it's actually not that humble anymore, US Eagle. I have here the gold and silver versions of the 2021s, where the design finally changed after so long. Beautiful coins, but I actually want to talk today about the premiums that are attached to these and their future as well, because there are figures that have recently come out from the US Mint to indicate an absolute storming of demand for gold, and silver really falling off the wayside compared with last year. And that, of course, is going to pretty much boil down to the amount of premium that's on top of these coins and the production issues, the logistics issues that are going on in the world right now to get the silver in, to get the planchets in, to get the dies made, and just have these coins made up. It's proving to be difficult for a load of different mints. The US Mint is one of those, the Royal Mint is another. I've got some coins that I've been waiting for from the Royal Mint for nearly 3 months now that haven't been delivered, and that's simply down to the fact that these mints are struggling with that supply chain, with that logistics. Now that has caused the US Eagle to be exceptionally popular, and it's also fueled a lot of the hype and hysteria around the idea that there is this silver shortage, and it's very much, I think, so everybody hates the phrase transitory, but the shortage of silver and the delays that various mints are facing for these kind of things are, in my opinion, transitory. When everything starts getting back to normal in terms of those supply chains, we will start to see production coming back up to the numbers where it once was. And if you've ever seen the different numbers of US Eagles that were out there in previous years, I think one of the biggest years was 2015 with 47 million of these 1 ounce silver Eagles produced. The fact that people are paying such huge premiums on coins with 47 million mintage is pretty mad, and that's something that I would not personally recommend doing. I think, you know, the dealers have it right. If you can buy these Eagles off the Joe Public for, you know, for a few dollars over spot or a few pounds over spot price, then you're absolutely quids in and you're going to be stacking these for a very long time. Don't forget the premiums were a lot lower at one point, and now they are hyper inflated away through hype hysteria and, of course, this potential lack of supply. Now, that lack of supply is down to sort of mintage figures, and you've just got to look at some of the previous year's mintages, and there will of course be key dates, but when there are still 15 million of these flying around, to coin a phrase, flying around as an eagle, it's not a rare coin, and it's not something that's going to be becoming sparser and scarcer over time. They are going to be snapped up by stackers and collectors, though. They are always going to be done that way because they are just beautiful coins, and they're gov-minted as well, so they do have this extra layer to them that you know, your sort of buffaloes or your just generic rounds and bars will not have. But one thing that is really interesting is that the gold has not had a similar kind of surge in the premiums. Now, gold Eagles still do have a premium attached to them because of this this demand for them. They are one of the most beautiful coins out there, and you know, in terms of why I, as a British stacker, have one, even in the first place, I have a number of US coins, including some pre-33 US gold, as well as some modern Eagles. I've got, I think, a 2020 Eagle, I want to say, and now, of course, this different design here. And they are just beautiful, absolutely stunning. Of course, this is 90% gold, and it's one of the only mints out there that really produces still, other than kind of Krugerrands, a new modern coin in 90% gold, and they're beautiful. They are, the color of it is wonderful. I should really have had a 4/9 gold coin out here on the table to look at, but it's a softer, more matte finish of color to it, and it's absolutely stunning. But one of the things that I think is most interesting is that we are in this phase now where I think there are a lot of people out there who are waking up to not just what myself and various other YouTube social media channels are talking about, that gold really is the better buy right now. Despite the fact that gold seems to be at a high price point with the price of what, nearly $1,800 an ounce or £1,450 an ounce that we're at now. It was higher earlier in the year, and I think it's going to go up even more. We're in this really interesting phase right now where gold and silver have been a bit stagnant for the last 3 or 4 weeks. It does seem like we're in this quiet before a potential storm. And with the demand for gold that has been reported from the US Mint, it's only evident. I think somebody saw a great video from Silver Oceans, and I'll put a link to his channel down below, but he did a great little analysis of it where gold is up nearly 600% in demand from the US Mint. Now, we can't just take one mint's figures as that kind of benchmark as to whether or not something is hot or not, but what it really does say to me is that there are a lot of people out there who are also considering gold instead of just considering silver for their stacks. And if anything, that's what I would recommend over everything else. I think gold is superior in every way to silver, but it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have silver. Also, I should say that that's not financial advice. I'm just here giving my own thoughts and opinions as it's right for me. But for a lot of people, gold seems unobtainable. But honestly, if you are looking at getting something right now that's real, that's physical, that's easy to transport, $1,000 or $1,500, $1,800 worth of silver is a lot more than just this one gold coin, and that's something that you can have constantly on your person if need be. It's something that's bug outable, easily to transport, and very easy to get your cash out of at the other end without too much of a premium loss. Right now, if you're looking to buy eagles from coin shops, another great YouTube channel, Silver Seeker, did fantastic videos on what the swing would be for that. There are, of course, some shops better than others, but generally speaking, you'll be losing $8, $9, $10 per coin if you buy them and sell them to the same shops. And that's a huge percentage, massive percentage swing, about 30–40% swing sometimes. And that's something not to be underestimated if you are looking at stacking, and perhaps you don't have that long-term ability to hold these coins and you're looking then to release in an emergency. Gold will give you that security, and that's one thing that gold is best at and will always be better than silver at. If you are in an emergency, you will be able to get more value from your gold than you will from your silver. And I think that's borne out with some of these latest figures. So these are absolutely stunning and beautiful coins, and I love them the designs are just classic, and I just love them. Whether or not they are now leading the charge in terms of the indicators for where gold and silver will go, who knows? There are, of course, going to be plenty of different videos out there that are going to talk about the potential rise of silver and gold over these coming weeks and months. But what is most evident, by the way, that is a security feature on the edge of the coin for any British stackers that haven't seen these before. It's not a mint error. But whether or not gold is going to continue to rise up, I personally do feel like we're in this quiet before the storm, and it will be an interesting one to see where gold goes over the next coming weeks and months. I know for me anyway that these last 3–4 weeks has seen gold come down in price from where it was, and that's allowed me to add an ounce of gold like this US Eagle to that stack. And hopefully that will be representing a good bargain price. Of course, if prices go down, that's just how life goes. But it seems interesting right now, this market we're in. I'm not entirely sure where it's going to go. And only time will tell. So I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions. Please do share them down below. And if you've enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed, like 75% of people watching this channel, then please consider subscribing. If you've enjoyed the video, there's a good chance you'll enjoy some of the ones we've already made and some of the ones that we plan to make in the future as well. Otherwise, that is it from me. A big thank you to you all for watching. We'll see you on the next video. And as always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.